Pioneers are being actively encouraged to contribute in a variety of ways by the Pi Core team, which is actively building the Pi ecosystem. The team is looking for innovators to take part in the following 3 key processes: developing helpful Pi apps, serving as an ecosystem ambassador, and becoming a local company ambassador. The development of practical Pi apps is a great method for innovators to support the utility of the Pi ecosystem. Pi apps are mobile web applications designed to make life easier for Pi users. Any innovator with a clear plan and a compelling idea for a product can work with other developers via Brainstorm app, or if they are not a part of the network, they can begin developing a Pi program in their own local setting. These programs can be simple tools or more complex ones that help Pi users with a variety of tasks, such as entertainment, education, social interaction, consumer utilities, and any other exciting ideas a pioneer may have. By developing these apps, pioneers may help make the Pi network more practical and user-friendly. The Pi Core team is also requesting ecosystem advocates from pioneers. The truth is that there are still chances for pioneers to contribute to ecosystem development through ecosystem programs, even if they lack the technical know-how for developing apps. To encourage the creation of Pi apps, ecosystem ambassadors are tasked with carefully locating, getting in touch with, and communicating with the app developers in your networks. Before we move on, this is Rob Crypto YouTube channel. Press the subscribe and notification bell to support our channel. The Pi Core team recently implemented mass KYC, and many pioneers are having a lot of issues. Check out my previous video for solution to these issues. The link to the video is in description below. Why does your Pi network's KYC application appear to be frozen? We'll quickly look at the KYC applications on the Pi network to see why. While some individuals appear to wait weeks or even months before submitting their KYC forms, other users appear to wait years. Let's begin by examining the evolution of Pi's KYC procedure throughout time. Those of you who have been using the Pi network since its inception are probably still familiar with YodiPi's initial KYC solution. YodiPi was a third-party service provider that handled the KYC applications for the Pi network, but the costs associated with each validation made it impossible to process millions of pioneers quickly. The group ultimately began working on their own KYC solution. Artificial intelligence, AI, is at the heart of that solution, automatically verifying the documents users submit and, ideally, instantly approving the user if the documents check out. This will allow the solution to grow effectively and handle the verifications for the millions of users who have joined Pi network over the years. Without going into too much detail, the most crucial thing to remember for those of you who are unfamiliar with how AI functions today is that they are being trained by closely examining an expanding quantity of datasets to establish whether the ID you gave is legitimate and actually yours. Studying the distinctions between valid and incorrect ID is so required. The information you supplied in your profile may be compared to the name that appears on the ID, for example. As a result, a product improves with each data set it examines. Using a passport from another country increases your chances of passing KYC faster than using a local ID that is only valid in your country because the AI has access to more passports. Even while foreign passports vary greatly from one another, they are all machine-readable, which makes it simple for the AI to extract important details from the document, including your name and birth date. Customers must wait weeks or even months before submitting their KYC forms due to the AI process, nevertheless. Because AI is eventually executing on a computer with limited resources, for some customers the verification process appears to be stalled for weeks or even months. Lack of resources is the primary cause of why some people are still unable to complete KYC. Just a finite number of datasets can be examined by the AI each day. I am therefore aware that it is a scalable group of cloud servers as opposed to a single machine. Yet, the argument is still valid. To handle more validations, the team would need to devote more resources, which would increase the monthly cost of doing the complete verification procedure. Fortunately, you as a user will find the encroachment solution to this problem to be rather simple. No pioneer will be forgotten, so don't be concerned. Simply check the Pi browser in a week to see if you still have access to the KYC Pi option, as the core team has frequently said. I understand how frustrating it may be to see other users enjoying their Pi while you are still waiting to even complete your KYC application, but consider it from the opposite side. If your KYC application is approved later, you will already have more possibilities for using your coins. This begs the question of why some customers' KYC applications appear to be continually delayed. As was already mentioned, AI is to blame. As it consumes more and more datasets, it gets better over time. The core team made the decision to queue submissions that the AI can process immediately and try again later. We don't know how frequently such retries occur as a result, and as a result, the entire process can catch invalid submissions in a loop. The AI could be able to check those submissions after learning enough from all the submissions it handled in between. The resubmission option, which will allow users to submit a new batch, is now being made available by the core team, according to one of the Pi moderators. And if the AI determines that their last submission was unsuccessful, I assume that the core team also defined a maximum number of retries before it happens. Hence, if the AI makes 2 or 3 efforts to validate your ID but is still unsuccessful, it simply rejects the validation and provides you the option to submit a new one. More, hopefully, readable images. Although it is regrettable that we are unsure of how frequently or for how long AI is retrying those submissions, this explains why some pioneers, as well as some users who were never given the opportunity to submit their KYC application in the first place, have had to wait a long time for the results of their KYC verification. The same advice applies in this situation: be patient and wait. The Pi network has been moving slowly in certain places, but so far, the team has met every promise it made. No reason exists to believe they won't abide by their word regarding the new resubmission possibility. All pioneers will have the opportunity to submit their KYC applications, and those who appear to be having trouble will either pass when the AI tries to submit them again or be given the chance to resubmit their information. The KYC procedure is used by the Pi network to validate your identification. The KYC Know Your Customer procedure must be followed. KYC regulations are designed to stop criminal organizations from utilizing enterprises as a means of money laundering. The Pi network employs KYC to determine if a single verified person is accessing Pi using just one account. The same purposes are served by all other cryptocurrencies as well. With relation to the Pi network's KYC slots, the Pi network chooses 100,000 users at random, checks their KYC, and then chooses another 100,000 users at random. Today, the UK-based certification organization Yodi is in charge of handling the KYC certification on behalf of the Pi network. You will receive a pop-up notification and an app profile. There is no need for concern if your name is chosen as one of the top 100,000 because the authentication timeout is only 24 hours before the authentication capability is lost. The Pi core team claims that KYC will be done in the future for every user. Most customers still haven't got the instructions for KYC verification. If you weren't able to get the certification, you will undoubtedly get one since a widespread KYC has already been implemented. Our video has come to an end for today. Please click subscribe and turn on your notification bell to make sure you receive future updates and notifications. Thank you for watching.